Hi, my name's Emma and I've been a member of the Academy since September 2017. I wanted to tell you a little bit about how it's changed my life and my family's life. So back in September, I very much felt like I was on my own. I'd spent a good few years battling just to get people to value what I was saying and to identify that my son did have difficulties, and that included my husband as well. And it was quite a difficult and lonely time, really. So in September we had diagnosis, but I still, looking ahead, knew that things were going to be quite tough, and I still felt like this was something I was doing on my own. I came across the Academy pretty accidentally, just going through Facebook. And it took a couple of weeks to realise actually what gold mine that I was sitting on. When I found out about the Academy, I erred on the side of caution, really. I wasn't sure whether to join or not. I knew it would be good, but I'm training and I don't earn any money. So I just was a bit scared of that commitment of having a direct debit and feeling like I wasn't sure how relevant things would be to me and my son. And then I decided to just bite the bullet and go for it. And I cannot tell you how pleased I am. I know you all know about the webinars and the things that we get from the Academy, but how that's impacted on me and my son and my family as a whole is just incredible. So I feel so empowered. I know so much now that I didn't know before. I know that I'm always going to have this amazing new learning coming my way. I can ask a question on the group, and not only do the community answer it, but there's a whole team of experts that I can tag or direct message, and people always get back to me. And if it's a question that people don't know the answer to, then Sarah makes sure that answer gets found out. When I've had meetings coming up with school and I've been feeling quite unsure about the provision that's being offered, I had one of their EPs spend an hour on the phone with me going through my son's EP report. I sent all the reports off to another one of the SEND advisors, who then spent a whole weekend in communication with me via text and email. She wrote me an example provision map of the kind of standard that it should be for my son. She sent me direct information about my borough and pulled out all the different areas that I needed to back up my arguments. That was just amazing. I've been so worried about this meeting. I've been given information about Irlens. So I have Irlens. My two sons have Irlens. And having our glasses just changes everything. I wouldn't have known about that. I've been given recommendations for wonderful speech and language therapists and an advisor to help with our EHCP application. All this stuff that just, I feel like, I know that it's going to be difficult. I know that there's going to be so many different challenges as we go through not only school but just life with my son. But I can feel the arms of everybody around me just holding me up. I know that it doesn't matter what comes my way, I'm going to get through it because I've got a team, a whole army of people behind me that understand that I can just vent out when it's been a really difficult morning. It's just priceless. The amount of support you get is priceless. My favourite things, I think it's hard to pick, are the live Q&A sessions where you can just ask anything and get real specific advice. And also at the end of the webinars, actually, all of them have been incredible. But then getting the experts to be able to answer your questions is just amazing. And I don't think you can get that anywhere else, that level of support, that daily support for such a small price. And I shave like £3 a week off my shopping bill to make sure that I can pay the direct debit. £14 is nothing, and for the way that it's improved the provision that I've been able to get my son at school, my understanding, being able to get my husband to watch webinars to increase his understanding of different things, different strategies to use at home, different software, different hardware, having discounts on these to enable me to afford them. I love the Academy. I recommend it to everybody that I meet. I can't imagine where I'd be right now actually without it. A lot has happened in this last 5-6 months, and that's all down to the Academy. I think if I hadn't joined, if I hadn't met Sarah and my wonderful kind of online family, I'd be feeling pretty beaten, and I really dread to think where my son would be right now. So thank you so much, and here's to being that mum forever.